Another horrifying incident coming to light in Haryana of cow vigilantism. A student who was mistaken for a cow smuggler was chased down and killed by locals. A 17-year-old class 12 student was chased for 25 kilometers in Faridabad. I beg your pardon, he was 19 years old. He was shot dead finally inside a car, inside an SUV. 5 people have been arrested for this brutal murder. This young boy, this 19-year-old, ran for 25 kilometers trying to save himself, but to no avail. These goons chased him down and then killed him. They shot him dead. And this is the horrifying incident that's been reported now from Haryana. Another incident of shocking cow vigilantism. 5 people have been taken into custody in this particular case. Now, we understand that the young boy, Aryan Mishra, 19 years old, was chased down and killed. Why? Because he was mistaken to be a cow smuggler by locals in Haryana. And the 5 people who chased him down then shot him dead inside an SUV, inside a car. This is a shocking incident that's been reported now in Haryana. The victim unfortunately passed away and tried hard to really get away. And all of this over being mistaken to be a cow smuggler. He ran for 25 kilometers but was chased down by this murderous mob. 5 people have been arrested so far. Shreya Chatterjee is joining us with more details of all this. Shreya, horrifying, mind-numbing incident this, and unfortunately we're seeing this kind of mob lynching, this kind of cow vigilantism again on the rise in the country. In this particular case, a 19-year-old being killed, chased for 25 kilometers, we believe.
Well, yes, this 19-year-old class 12 student, Aryan Mishra, was allegedly killed over mistaken identity by cow vigilantes in Haryana. Now, what we're learning that on the night of 23rd August, he'd left his home to have Maggie, is when these cow vigilante group people allegedly at the same time had got a similar tip-off that there were some of these cow smugglers who were wrecking the place in a Renault Duster and a Fortuner. Unfortunately, Aryan Mishra was also riding a Renault Duster. He was then chased for almost 25 kilometers because he was also rushing his car. The cow vigilantes suggested that they also suspected him. Subsequently, near Palwar Toll Naka is where they actually killed him. They shot him in his chest, is what we are given to understand. 5 people arrested by the Haryana police, but clear failure on the part of the administration that continues to run these cow vigilantes on the free. These are self-exercise groups who definitely should not be having the power of the law like the way we are seeing, because if that would happen, then Aryan Mishra wouldn't have to give his life in a case of unfortunate mistaken identity. This is a very shocking case coming in from Haryana.
It's the third such incident in a matter of 2 to 3 days that we're talking about. First incident in Haryana of mob lynching. Again, a man who they suspected had consumed beef. And then in Maharashtra, where an elderly man in a train was thrashed, was beaten, was targeted because they believed that he was transporting beef. And now this incident, again from Haryana, of a 19-year-old being killed, being shot dead by cow vigilantes because they suspected that he smuggled, was a cow smuggler essentially. Let's get you, in fact, the victim's family members' reactions.
इस तरह से बता रहे हैं कि भाई पीछा कर रहे थे, पशु तस्कर समझ रहे थे। हाँ, पशु तस्कर समझ रहे। लेकिन हमारे दिल में ये सवाल उठ रहा है जी, 30 किलोमीटर तक गोली चली और जाके पलवल में गोली लगी और गौ कसकर समझ के इनको अधिकार मिला हुआ है कि गोली मार दें हमको। ये अधिकार गवर्नमेंट दी है, मोदी सरकार ने दी है, तो क्यों दी है?
Okay, so you heard there from the father of the victim. Just imagine the family's pain. And it's unbelievable, really, that even now we're talking about these kind of incidents of violence, of people taking law into their own hands and thinking they can get away with these kind of shocking crimes. Incidents of cow vigilantism, of mob lynchings again on the rise in the country. Because like I've said, I've highlighted for you 3 incidents, images of which we're showing you on our screens as well, that have taken place in the last 3 days. The first one that you see on the extreme left of your screens is of a man who was actually lynched to death, beaten to death by an angry mob because they suspected that he'd consumed beef. The second incident is on board a train in Maharashtra where an elderly man, a senior citizen, was thrashed repeatedly because locals believed that he was transporting beef. And now this latest incident of a 19-year-old being chased down for 25 kilometers, tried desperately to run away from this murderous mob, but unfortunately they caught up with him and killed him. It really makes you question what's happening currently in this country, that we're seeing this kind of horrific incidents with no fear of the law.